What's up, guys? Matt here with Trent. We're going to talk a little bit of HTC Vive as well as VR. My first impressions. How long have you had the HTC Vive?
I've had it for about a week now.
Oh, really? Only a week?
Yeah, I really do enjoy it. I say my favorite game so far is Beat Saber. Oh, yeah. I do enjoy Surgeon Simulator a lot, though.
Surgeon Simulator. We just got through a little bit of a game session of a lot of VR. We played a lot of Beat Saber, a little bit of Skyrim. We didn't get much into Skyrim because the capture didn't capture very well. So we also played Surgeon Simulator, which I think my favorite game so far today was Surgeon Simulator. I didn't really like. I enjoyed Beat Saber, but not as much fun as Surgeon Simulator. A gripe that I'll have about the HTC Vive is just it didn't sit well on my head. Could be because I have a large head. And I think just with some further adjustments, I'm sure it would have been fine. The quality looked great inside. I really like the handsets, the controllers. They're great. These are those controllers. They're great controllers. There's a lot of buttons on here. But I mean, I think it's fine. I think it fit really well in my hands. What was weird is I've never played VR, and just kind of getting into the world for the first time was interesting because
it really is. It blew my mind at first. I didn't really know what to expect.
Yeah, I had seen videos previously that kind of described what VR was like, but I think I had no idea what was actually going to happen when I stepped into the world. It was great. I really enjoyed my time with it. The barrier to entry, was everything $500 or was it more expensive than that?
So, it was $500 total. Mm-hmm. So, it came with the controllers, the HTC Vive headset itself, and it came with those two bricks you probably don't see right now.
Yeah, the bricks.
The two sensors. Mm-hmm.
And that was it? And it was just $499?
Yes. I got mine from GameStop.
Ooh. I may need to look into that. You were saying about the setup. I cut you off.
So the setup was actually pretty easy to do. It took probably about 30 minutes to get everything set up. That includes like drilling the mounts into the wall and getting it all started up. It didn't take long at all. That's
very quick. I thought it would take longer than that. And now your PC is pretty beefy to run this. Run us through a little bit of Run me through the specs that you've got on your PC, because it's pretty good looking, and it's got some big things in there that I don't understand.
So, the GPU I have in there, which is a graphics card, I have the GTX 1080 Ti. It is overclocked. It's really great for gaming. I know they did come out with, I think it was 2080. I forget what it is, honestly.
Leave it in the comments below if you know, because I don't know.
So, that's one of the new graphics cards that NVIDIA has came out with. I've heard a lot of good things, but I'm running also G-Skill RAM in there, about 32 gigs of RAM.
Ooh.
I have an i7 processor, 7800K. I love my PC.
Now, do you play? I know you have an Xbox. What Xbox do you have?
I have the Xbox One X.
One X. Do you play more PC games or do you play Xbox games, do you think?
I play more Xbox games because I have a lot of friends that play Xbox. I have a lot of friends that play PC too. The main PC game I do play is either CSGO or League, because that's what my friends play on PC. But I more play of Rainbow Six Siege, Black Ops 3, Apex on my Xbox.
Oh, yeah. Now, is this where you normally game? We're sitting in Trent's basement here with an amazing couch that is reclining and massaging and heating and cooling of cups. You can see the blue over there in the corner. Over there. Right over there. Yeah. So we have you said 78-inch TV?
No.
68.
65.
65. I mean, it's humongous. Is this where you play Xbox games, or do you?
No, I don't play Xbox down here. This is where I just mainly play VR. Upstairs in my room, I have 2-monitor setup, which I have my PC on one, well, actually on both of them displaying, but I can go through the inputs and have one set up to my Xbox and another monitor just for my PC if I have anything to research or need to record or anything like that.
That's awesome. That sounds... I would love that. Right now, I've just got a big TV and my MacBook Pro. Yeah, I really enjoyed the Vive, my first time in the Vive. What made you decide to get a Vive? Do you have any friends that play?
So one of my friends, he got an HTC Vive. I want to say about 2 years ago. I played it at his house. I really did enjoy it. What's nice about his is that he actually bought camera stands for his, so he can bring those sensors around to other places. So it's more portable than what I have mine set up, because mine's mounted on my walls.
Now, would you have to bring your entire PC when you bring that places? Like if you were to move it somewhere else?
If you have a friend that has a decent PC, then no, you wouldn't have to bring your PC. Like with Matt, I know he has a MacBook. I wouldn't use his MacBook for it, so if
I was just going to ask. I was going to say, what's a good PC for that if you want to get into HTC Vive or VR in general?
So I would just do like a gaming PC build. I personally would build them myself, just because you know what you're buying, you know what you're putting in your PC, and you know it all works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen a lot of on the PCPartPicker.com.
That's what I actually use to build my PC.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen a lot of those, like the inexpensive gaming build or things like that. That I think what people really focus on, I assume for VR, is the good graphics card.
Good graphics. You have to have a good graphics card. You have to have a decent amount of RAM and a decent CPU.
Okay. Now, you talk RAM. Apple just came out, their Mac Pro, their most expensive, or I'm sorry, iMac Pro. Mac, oh gosh, I don't know. Either way, they came out with this new computer. It's the same computer, they just have an option for 256 gigabytes of RAM. Why? Is that important? Do you need 256 gigs of RAM?
I have no clue why you would need that much RAM. I mean, just 32 gigs of RAM is plenty enough for a gaming PC and stuff like that. I mean, if you have more RAM, maybe doing a lot of video editing, yes, I would understand why you need more RAM, because you're doing a lot more processes.
Yeah, with my MacBook Pro, it's a 16 gigabyte RAM model. It's got an i7 processor, a terabyte SSD. It's pretty good. It does lag even editing 1080p footage. So what processors do you use? You were talking about different processors. I don't know. I may have missed when you were talking about processors.
I use Intel i7 processor.
Okay.
I go more towards Intel than AMD. It's just my personal preference. AMD is another brand of like processors that make their own graphics cards too. It's just a little cheaper that way.
AMD or Intel?
AMD is the cheaper one.
Yeah, we at Office Depot, we saw a lot of different computers, and some of them have AMD and some of them have Intel. I find that Intel is just a little bit better. I don't know the difference really, but I like Intel more than AMD just because I know Intel more than AMD.
Exactly.
Comparatively. So what else is notable about your the processor, and your hard drives? You said you have one.
I have a 1 terabyte hard drive in there now. It does fill up pretty quick if you have a lot of games to download on there. So with my PC setup, I can add in more hard drives if I want to. But I would go for more than a 1 terabyte if you're doing gaming and have a lot of games that you want to play.
I think so too. And I hear a lot about the SSDs as your boot drive.
So actually, that does remind me. So I have an M.2 on my PC, and I actually put my OS on there, and it is a really fast boot time. It's pretty much instant.
So M.2, is that an SSD?
It's a solid state drive.
Oh, okay. Well, how many gigs is that?
A 125.
Oh, okay. So it's And I hear a lot about that being smaller gigabytes is better if you're just using it for the boot drive. So back on the VR topic, VR's cool.
Oh, yeah.
I like VR. I think it's going to be fun. If you'd like to see VR shows or VR gameplay or anything like that, please let us know in the comments below. Okay, so our GoPro died, so this is how we're ending off the first ever Gamescast. We talked a little bit about VR, a little bit about the HTC Vive, and a lot of PC info. So, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. We will see you in another video. I'm Matt.
I'm Trenton.